Take two. I've just done a 10-minute video on this fucking bunch of clowns and my mic was muted. So here we go again. Shall we just get straight into it? Chelsea out of the Carabao Cup. Manchester City 2. Chelsea 0. And some pros and some cons, honestly. And I'll say this for like the 14th, 100th time. Or what? I'm done. Chelsea out of the Carabao Cup. The least important trophy that we could be going after if you consider the long list of injuries, the Premier League situation going on, the Champions League, the FA Cup coming up. There's way more things to consider. And I'm not being that fan that says, well, it's just the Carabao Cup. But, if we win it, we win it. If we don't, who gives a toss? Do you know what I mean? We'll get straight into it. I'm probably going to be way more harsh now, but the ratings are going to stay the same. Mendy, 6, made some crucial saves. Bit of a clown on the ball with regards to when he's on the ball at the feet. Made nearly a howler of a mistake, which wouldn't have been a surprise against Alvarez early on in the game. Would have been shocking way to start that game. But a 6 for him nonetheless. And yet you fucking complain about me doing ratings. They are a fairly based system on the team as a performance, not necessarily in terms of the game compared to, like, Man City might have a 6 rated player or whatever, but they won, so, it's the way I'm doing it. So either watch it or don't. It's as simple as that. The back three. Chalobah, the best of the bad bunch. Cucurella, just absolutely horrendous to watch when he's defending at times. He really is. Scary, really scary. Just so frantic on the ball. He really is. Koulibaly could have got sent off, but luckily it was clear that he was going to tackle the ball and not the man. So we got away with one there early on. That could have been 2-0 or a penalty. It was outside the box, but it could have been a red card nonetheless. Chalobah. Again, like I said, the best of a bad bunch in this situation. We were just a mess at times. We really were. Koulibaly, again, I'm just seeing it now. He could have jumped. Really could have jumped with that Mahrez free kick. Sensational free kick, we should say. But still, we could have done better in that situation. Just around the box with that. Was it Alvarez scored? It could have been dealt with better. So the back three, just a shambles at the moment in this particular game. Loftus-Cheek, just, I don't know what's going on with him at the moment, but he's hard to watch. He loses the ball, and going down that right-hand side, it's not always a joy to watch. Again, I had so much more to say in the video before when I did it, but it's just escaped me at this point, to be honest with you. I will say, I felt like we were pretty good through the middle. Zakaria was good at claiming the ball and playing the ball out. He made some really good tackles. Kovacic probably, didn't really do the same as Zakaria, but still held the middle all the same. The main route of attack from them was down the sides for sure. We'll move on to Lewis Hall. Absolutely fantastic performance from him. 7.5 for me, considering what this situation is from him. 18 years old, his second game for Chelsea at senior level, give or take. And just fantastic from him. Albeit, yes, I know he missed 2 glorious opportunities in the game. It's just the way it goes for him. On another day, when he improves even more, when he's got what a foundation as a player he is. Absolutely sensational player. He has the potential to be. Down that left-hand side, out of position as well from what I consider, from what I've seen or what I've heard. Just what a run as well for that first opportunity. And then the second one, just a fantastic save from Ortega. Let's be fair. Brilliant performance from him. If not for that, probably would have seen a brace from Lewis Hall. Armando Broja, I said before that I feel like maybe 5's a bit harsh. I don't think it is in this situation. I feel like he absolutely could be playing better. I'm one of his biggest advocates. I was before he was getting all the game time, thinking like with the games against Southampton, he could have played in there. And there's a few other games that he could have started and hasn't. And now he's getting the chances, and I feel like he's just too nervy on the ball. He's too anxious. He's showing a bit too much of the adrenaline coming out without it being used as a way to convert the ball. But still, I'm under no illusion that I think Broja is going to be a sensational player, a future number 9 for us. And yeah, the sky's the limit for him as well. As soon as he kind of finds his feet, gets a bit of a rhythm, isn't as nervous on the ball, isn't as frantic. Still, the pace, the power, the strength of this player is unbelievable. With regards to Christian Pulisic, I've given him a 6. And again, if you consider who else has a 6, do you know what? I'm going to give a fucking... change him to a 5 in this regard, because I feel like Pulisic definitely had a better game than Chalobah. And again, that'll come back to bite me, because people are even fucking watching the game. Pulisic, listen, fantastic chance early on in the game. What was it, 10 minutes in, and he's got an absolute sitter. Again, I was saying that any player in form, any attacking player in form, absolutely roofs that chance. You cannot be scuffing that, and it's not the first time we've seen that kind of mistake from Christian Pulisic from fucking 7 yards, 8 yards out. He has to put that away. And then there's another chance down the left-hand side where Lewis Hall's like shouting for the overlapping pass. Pulisic's cut in, shot on target, corner, all good and everything. But Lewis Hall was there. Everyone's complaining to me, saying that he was offside. He was offside. Of course he's going to be offside if he's running 90 mile an hour. He's gonna eventually be offside. Okay. I feel like the pass was there to be made to Lewis Hall. Maybe even a cutback to Pulisic if he got in a better position in the box, and probably would have missed, let's be fair, given the situation. I think Jem tweeted out that we either don't create whatsoever, or when we do, we don't take the chances at all. It's as simple as that at the moment with Chelsea. Hakim Ziyech, a 7 for me. I feel like probably the second best player on the pitch. And absolutely brilliant performance from him. I can't really fault him. I'm sure there's chances where, you know, he's fluffed his lines a few times, maybe here and there, but that one instance where he's turned, swiveled, crossed it in, and Lewis Hall hasn't put it away, what a goal that would have been. And then there's the one where he's crossed it or shot it and it's gone, and it's challenged Ortega. Of course, he'll claim that was a shot, or if it went in. And then there's another one where it's come out to him on the edge of the box, and he's put the pace and the power and the not quite the accuracy, but even I've seen more passion in that face after that miss than I have in all of Ziyech's career at Chelsea. In terms of, he's a very, very he just doesn't have a lot of I mean, look at his face, for Christ's sake. Look. If that doesn't sum up what Ziyech feels like playing for Chelsea, I don't know what does. He's just... But make no mistake about it, I've got my things to say about him. He doesn't want to be at the club. We know this. He probably won't be at Chelsea for much longer, but what a performance. You've got to give him his dues. What an absolute performance. And again, on another day, you think Hall had 2 chances, Pulisic 1 chance. There was maybe 1 or 2 chances after that. Mount had a chance as well. We had potential to score 4 or 5 goals in this game. Clear-cut chances, realistically. I will say this, that the substitutions, shambolic. Absolutely shambolic. Azpilicueta coming on when you've got Amari Hutchinson on the bench, just kind of collecting dust. What's the point of him going if, you know, we're 2-0 down? Yeah, you could argue that he's made these subs to kind of get us back in the game, but now looking back, the game was done. The game was done. And like I said at the beginning of the video, we've got the Champions League, FA Cup, Premier League to worry about. Really, really kind of focus on the Premier League, where, you know, top 4 is kind of running away from us at this point with the current run of form. Champions League, we've got Dortmund to prepare for. If we won this game, we would be playing in the week commencing the 19th of December. Before we play against, is it Bournemouth? It is Bournemouth on the 27th. We've got bigger things to worry about. But that 5 substitutions he made, absolute toss. It made the team was so much more creative, so much more you know, at least enjoyable to watch. And I know people were getting tired, so you could argue those subs were made. But let's be fair. Let's be honest. We came on and we just Sterling, awful. Just so slow. Havertz, completely scuffing it left and right. Mount missing a great chance, albeit not that easy given the circumstances of the position of himself. And, you know, the rest of the players defending. But just the sub alone was just so bad. It just killed the game off immediately. If we hadn't lost the game by then, we absolutely did when he made those 5 subs. With that said, Chelsea out of 1 cup competition out of 3. We've still got, like I said, the FA Cup, the Champions League, and we've got the Premier League to worry about as well, like I said. Again, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content, including the fan cams, the podcast, the vlog, the watch-alongs, all that good stuff. The last game of the season until the World Cup commences is Newcastle this Saturday. Be sure to lock in for the watch-along here on Chelsea Fan TV. And with that said, listen, my name's Harry, up the Chelsea, and bring on the World Cup, please. I'm begging you.